Okay, all right, we're rock and rolling. Oh, before schedule too, as well. All right, 2 minutes before. Okay. There was a postponement yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How come we decided to postpone? Why did we postpone the meeting?
Because there were not enough people.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So, Ivan, you're chairing today.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the chair? Here. Is everyone in squad 1 is here now? Wow. Okay, all right, let's do it.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so we will start today's sync up at 24.
Yeah.
First, let's take a look at the Trello board. The first one is the higher inquiry the booking conversion rates. Alvin, any update on this?
Pardon me, but we're still doing a virtual right now, so we should. In the end, it's about always processing. Processing workflow for that. So we can really check the increasing start of the inquiries converted right now. So we can only check it on the last of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like an experiment that we do all the weeks. Is it can really increase the converted inquiries or not? For now.
Alvin, yeah. If I may. So, sure.
Yeah, zero processing.
Okay. Alvin, have you noticed a lot of reservation leaks from people on our team?
If you call about the reservation leak, yes, pretty much something like that. But once again, we think that leaks are not. It's pretty hard for us because we have to keep in what counts leaks or violation itself. It's still pretty in a gray area for me.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's pretty still in a gray area for me. Well, I do that too. So that's why we're doing a patrol right now. So
Okay.
as you understand that reservation itself still doesn't have a fixed XLA
Right.
as of now, and it's still building itself. So between patrol and also creating the rules of the SLA itself is doing at the same times.
Okay. But I saw that there are some actually SLA violations based on simple stuff, like just signing or sending a call to action to a particular. Okay. Sending a call of action to a particular person.
Yeah.
Do you have any frictions on getting this more concrete? Because it sounds like you're sort of gray on the whole thing.
Yeah. If it's called about help,
Oh, it's okay. Just leave it. Just yeah.
just leave it. It's okay. To be honest, I still don't. I'm not really sure how to handle this one. Even I'm not really confident because in the reservation area, Masker is the one that handle a lot more than me as of now. So even though I'm the project champion in this one, the one that do a lot of things from Maskers right now.
Okay.
So yeah, even though for the patrol itself is Maskers that doing a lot of it. So usually I just I'm still checking it, but I don't really have a bandwidth to do
Got it.
it.
How is the cooperation working between you and Chris at this moment?
I don't really think that it's good. Me and Maskers last time we have a new way to do it, but I'm still not sure if
Maybe we should have a sub discussion on this one, right? Because
Yeah,
it
sure.
sounds like this project is stuck. Like
it's
in
still stuck.
Okay.
with it.
Okay, got it. The reason why I'm bringing this up is this is one of the leading revenue lost opportunities right now. I think there's thousands of dollars worth of bookings that we're not taking. So I think this initiative is a good initiative. It just needs to have a bit more clarity on how to actually find itself into a successful project. Okay, cool. Thank you, Alvin, for that. So, back to the chair.
Okay, alright then. Let's take a look at the next single part. So existing villa and new properties. I think it's still not updated yet.
Is this when was this? June 21st. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last time. We saw it already last time, right?
Yeah, Namli isn't here, so I'll speak on her
Yeah.
behalf. If
Okay.
the secretary can open the paper, you can show us how far we're. There's a little paper link at the bottom, the comments. Yeah, do that one. Yeah. So here's the update on how we're doing. I'm actually going to propose this to be a company level way of tracking how we're doing. But if we can scroll down a little bit, updated the table. So on the table, in Balangan, our initial goal was, initial goal was 41,000. But then since we've reduced it to 31, the current revenue in Balangan is 17. So we're looking at about 14 away from the goal. And the next area, which is Bingen, the original goal was set as 91. We since have reduced it to 74. We are at 59,000, and we're about the same. We're equal distance away, about 15,000 away. Hey, welcome in, Ma. Okay, on the next area, Jimbaran. Jimbaran is actually looking really good. Our initial goal was 6,800. Our new goal is 250% higher than that at 25,000. And so far we've reached 14,000, almost 15,000. We're about 10,000 away. Okay, and then the next area is Ungasan. Ungasan, the initial target was 11,000. The initial goal was 17,000. We raised that to 27,000. The current distance is 16,000. We're about 11,000 away. Okay, Nusa Dua, the goal was 20,000. We are already past that goal. We're at almost 21,000, and the new goal is 22,000. So that gives us a overview of how we're doing. So really good in some new areas such as Jimbaran and Ungasan. Not so much in Bingen, and not so much in Balangan as well. Okay, so that's the update on progress toward
Sorry, but I think the table said that it was updated at June 15.
No, this one I just updated yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
This table should have been updated. This table was updated yesterday, and then the graphic above, Nungli updated that on June 20th.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay, and then let's take a look at the next serial card. Nigeria integration.
Okay, I think Nungli was gonna speak to Celine today about how to get that integration done, but I remember the standing point was about getting the booking feed on Slack over to Celine. So I don't have an update from Nungli on that yet.
Okay, let's table this for the next meeting then.
Yes, please.
Okay, I think that's all for the tutorial report. Let's go to the paper. Old business. I think it's already covered.
Yeah. Yes,
tutorial
Mr.
part
Chairman.
before. And to the market building.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah.
Chairman,
I recognize.
do you want me to delete it or leave it there?
I think let's just leave it there because it's in here. Okay.
Mr. Chair, I think that can be deleted. This is updated as of June 20th, so the figures are already expired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can delete it. Okay, then to the market building. Who is Nali's proxy for the market building? I think you don't have the access for this.
Oh,
why
it's
they're
been open
deleted.
on a.
Let me delete it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Alvin.
Alvin, can you leave the suggestion part up and just delete the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not logged in.
Yeah, I'm not logged in.
Because Bayu signed everyone out of all the Bukit Vista accounts. We need to get signed in back again.
Okay.
The best thing for the secretary to do, if I may recommend, is just to copy the link
Yep.
for this and then post it on to
Another account.
anything that
Should
that
be here.
one should probably work.
Sorry, guys.
Let's go.
Failed fast.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I don't have any update on Cross 2.
Okay.
Maybe to Deba, I don't know, for
Oh
update.
yeah. So it's originally for deadline today, 24th, but there's no update for the launch strategy from Aggie yet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna follow up with his side today
Okay.
about the launch strategy.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the update.
Okay, thank you, Diba, for the update. And then for Villa Luna, so that's another Airbnb listing. Anyone know any update for it?
Oh, Mr. Secretary, or please don't delete that. Yeah, that one I still would like to on leadership with all business. No update from Lily. Yeah.
Yeah, and Yuan's not here either.
But you can ask one of them. Maybe one of them.
What is that?
We don't have any update.
Villa Luna has another.
This
Oh.
Villa Luna's cheating on us. That's the best way to put it.
Villa Luna has another listing on Airbnb.
Or another
Oh,
agent.
It's not another agent. I believe it is his own account.
Oh,
Oh, Villa Luna. I think they already have a listing.
Right. So, should we still work with them or no?
Just look at the performance. If we don't perform much.
Okay. Well, no, it's not the performance. It's the policy, right? Policy overrides performance. So the policy is right now we don't work with people who are using other agents and have no channel manager integration because that. Wait, let's take a look at our SLAs. What's our SLA for market building?
The squad SLA or the
Squad SLA. Because each squad will have different SLA on this one. Because I remember we removed one based on this. There is for market building. Okay, onboard property. There's no SLA yet. Yeah, for how we for community management. Okay.
And let's table this for the next meeting.
No, I'll present a motion. I motion that if. Okay, I motion that this, right? Who's the community manager for Villa Luna? Who has the best relationship in that area? Maha?
No.
Nobody, yeah?
Ungasan area should be me, but
That should
I
be-
only visit one.
Okay.
should be one. If I can say.
Babe,
I never met the owner actually.
who brought this in? Was it Tendi?
That was me.
Oh,
But
you never met the owner? Okay. Alright, so we don't have any relationship with them, right?
Not really.
No.
Okay. Can we double check real quick and open up BV stats and see what we're doing in terms of what the overall figures are on Villa Luna?
But normally they
It's not doing great though.
Not doing great, yeah? Okay,
Just to get
then I
us
motion
in
we
line.
remove this and delist it as I'm trusting the facts from Gigi that it's not really performing and there's a risk of overbooking and we don't have any relationship with the owner, so there's no reason to really continue listing this property. It's just going to be a landmine. Okay, to the chair.
Okay, so Jing motion to remove and delist Villa Luna. Do I have any second?
second guy.
Okay. Any discussion? Yeah, okay, Diba.
If you're about to unlist the Luna, please follow the SLA before requesting the unlisted.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
alright, so we request through content.
Yeah.
Yeah, we follow the normal content procedure
Mhm.
for delisting. Okay,
Okay.
alright, maybe make that, well that's just assumed, right? So, won't need to be amended.
Any other discussion? No? Okay, then everyone.
yeah.
Gigi.
Maybe we'll bring this up to the owner about the
Actually Villa Luna built 2 more villas.
Mhm.
As what
That's okay,
you
you can cut this one and deal with the other two.
think
Yeah, that's fine, make it clear so that they have no doubts about how you work. It should not be like, oh, you take this one and then, that's how we get messy, right? Okay, I nominate Wyana to speak with the owner to carry through this motion. Babe, do you accept the nomination?
you mean to not work
To
with them?
tell them that we're delisting this particular unit because there's no clarity, there's no sync, there's no performance, and there's no relationship, and they have a second Airbnb listing. Okay. When will you do that? Right now. Okay. Okay, alright.
Alright. Everyone in favor of this motion, raise your hand. Okay, everyone against this motion? Okay, motion passes. Okay, and then for Villa Cantik, Iba, any update for this one?
Oh yeah, I saw the group chat about this. So Nang Lia sent a copy to Charles. They basically they canceled this. They doesn't want to. They decided not to write their own copywriting. They approved our copywriting with a slight change about this distance to the nearby attraction.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you to cover the update. I think we can do it. Okay, for Jawa Jiwa in Banyuwangi.
Okay, that's the next thing. Yeah.
So, okay, on to the next one. Our support, Alvin onboarding program with HR. Any update, Alvin?
They made it on a new business, a template for helping HR on doing a trial, a 6-day trial,
Okay,
especially for our support.
nice. Then we can delete it, right?
Yes.
Yes. Next, hospital is an update for the hospitals. I think we can delete it and there is no more update.
You have a
so-
project right now, Ivan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I only, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Just update status on the project of your house rules, Ivan.
Okay, yeah. So for the house rules, I'm still looking for the permission from some owners to put the house rules and put the Malali port in the
Okay.
in their villa.
The scooter rental.
Do you want to move it on Trello as a project?
I'll help decide that.
can.
I think based on our squad SLAs, yes. After, if it's a project, then it needs to be moved on Trello. So this should be moved to Trello.
Okay.
I'll move it later.
Thank you. And then sending a checkout message. I think this already done and motion already passes. It's already in the SLA, so yeah, we can delete this. And to the next one, having a formal message. Launching, please write your process on the spot SLA paper. Yeah, it's already done right. It's basically the same. And then subcommittee between SR and air support. And editing.
Oh yes, okay. Well, that subcommittee hasn't actually had a discussion yet. Sorry about that. Currently, let me just have a quick one with Alvin. Alvin, do we have a training plan for online guest support? Because I see some materials already been written there.
This one.
Okay.
This our support.
Okay.
6-day trial.
Okay, got it. So that's pretty much done then, yeah.
Yeah, if you combine it, both of them is pretty much done.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alvin, for taking lead on that. Then Alvin finished it. Okay,
Okay,
can we
and
delete it
then,
then?
yeah, we can delete it. The next one, we have to have a basic guide. Any discussion? Like, yeah,
We had a discussion about this last time. Should we make it an SLA now?
yeah, so just leave a good review for them.
Leave good reviews for everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can delete this
Okay,
and
let me make my motion then. I motion that we write good reviews for all guests, mainly because the considerations of screening guests for reviews slows down the review leaving process, which then creates a backlog of reviews. When in fact leaving reviews quickly and getting reviews from guests quickly helps ranking opportunities. Even if the review isn't good, it's better to get a review than not a review. So based on that, I think the speed aspect is a little bit more important than the necessary quality aspect. And then we'll leave to, I think bad reviews are good too. I think if we have bad reviews, we need to hear from our guests what the bad parts are, and it should not be. Anyway, okay, that's my motion. That is, I'll just leave good reviews for all guests.
okay, so as you motion to leave good reviews to every guest. Any second? Okay, Alvin seconded. Any discussion? Any further discussion? No? Okay, so everyone in favor of the motion, raise your hand. Okay, anyone against it? Alright, so motion passes.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, what section would this be on? Of the SLAs?
Yeah, so we still don't have the like review manager. But usually the one who, yeah,
Reservations,
is it
yeah.
reservation? Because For right now, I'm the one who's doing the review.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it goes under review management. Or do we need to have a discussion about where it goes? Mr. Chair, you seem.
I think for now it's in hospitality.
Okay. So host answer reviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Alright. So it goes under hospitality.
okay, and to the next one from the revenue. We said that which owner has agreed for us to practice dynamic pricing. Test period is for 30 days, and Pak Agung said that the lowest price is at $450 or $152. Anyone have any update for it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so
But I just have a question which is related with this topic though. I mean, what is your opinions of like if we are implementing the dynamic pricing, but the owner asking about the minimum price? So
That's not really
um,
dynamic
right,
pricing.
right?
It's not really dynamic pricing.
So,
I guess. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. So yeah, I just need your opinion. Like,
Okay.
I think it needs to get fixed though. I mean, this pattern.
I agree. I think dynamic pricing needs to be dynamic, but we need to create essentially the normal distribution of prices for the owner. So you guys know what a normal distribution is, right? So let's say, for example, over the course of a year, sometimes you sell at $20, a lot of times you sell at $30, sometimes you sell at $40, $45. You sort of get a little bit on the low end, you get a lot on the average, you get a little bit on the high end. So I think the minimum price should be on the low end, not the median and not the high end. Make sense? So for something like Puja, I don't think their low end is 450. I think it's a lot lower than that. But if that's what it is, then I think market building should go back and negotiate a better low end deal. It should not be like from a median number. It should be from a lower end number. But it's also up to market building to get the statistics on what something like that should sell for, so that they can show the distribution of price path. So yeah, that's almost effectively useless at the moment. So yeah, it's okay for the next few months because it's peak season, but after peak season, it's essentially useless.
okay, thank you.
I send the message. Do I need to send it to someone?
No. Okay, all right. Wine has taken care of the communication with Bill Luna already. Thank you.
Okay, and to the next one. We have finance from Gigi Villa Blanques.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the discussion should be with Alvin, but it has been solved between me and Langley. So basically, just for your information, Langley already write the policy on the MOU, so I will not consider as a issue any longer. So if you, or maybe I just need your guys' opinion about what's written on the MOU. Can you just zoom in here? And can you guys just wait for it?
Ah, there it is. Okay.
So yeah, is there any discussion or is there any thought?
I think that's great.
Okay. So
So basic first priority to Bukit Vista guys. Okay. Yeah.
okay, so we can remove it, I think, from the old business.
Thank you for the update, Gigi.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Is there a motion there?
No.
Motion to make an SLA and keeping accuracy of the Toki calendar year for the owner.
Oh, it's that's the previous issue,
Okay.
and we no longer consider as an issue.
Okay.
Maybe the secretary forgot to delete it.
See.
All of it.
Last time, yeah.
Okay.
So,
And so the resolution is that we will change the MOUs.
For the new partners, because for the
Oh.
existing partners, there is nothing we can do about it.
Okay. At the moment.
Yeah,
At the
at the moment.
We just experienced it today.
Mm.
For example,
Really?
yeah,
Same?
man.
Overlapping guests again?
yeah, so then that her parents come on October, and
Okay.
it's overlapping with our guests, and she don't want to move or anything. They just
Okay.
want us to move the guests.
Okay. Alright. Time to have another hard discussion with them about that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, to the next new business from finance.
Okay, so it's just for your information, guys, that starting from today, Christy will take over my role in Squad 1. So this
Yay! Welcome into Squad 1.
And I'll replace him in Squad 3.
Oh,
So we like
Conviction, yeah.
switch.
Yeah, in Squad.
Okay.
swap. Okay, and
Just remove
yeah. Oh yeah.
just F1.
Okay, to the content, Diba.
I was supposed to announce this when there's market builder around, but I'm gonna announce it anyway and move it to old business maybe. So we split the prop survey into two form basically, and right now it's going to be really focused on who and what they will send, and market builder will only send the MB survey, and content will only send content then will send the content survey. It was separated for simpler and different purpose. If you want to know, you can check it by yourself like this expander.
Okay, thank you for the update, Diba. And then for the community, the newly owners survey. Will display. Okay. Who put this? I think it's automatic.
If there's no name, then it has to be deleted. Here, why don't we do this? Tag graphics, delete it, and tag graphic, and say, did you write the thing about the update? Oh, well, we don't have an SLA on this yet, right?
Yeah.
So, I think if you didn't write your name on it, it essentially creates confusion, and there needs to be some feedback back to the person who could have wrote it. So generally speaking, the two people who could have wrote this is probably Rafik or Nunlei. So I think what's important is that we delete it so that they know that their voice didn't get heard, and ask them, what did you mean about this?
Okay, so we'll delete it.
But then ask them, hey, Rafik, hey, Nunlei, did you have anything to say about community management? And then they can then come back and we'll have a note about that. SLA violation. Okay, that being said, yes. Okay, let me give an update. I know something about this. So there is a new part. Okay, but it's important to have this feedback. Otherwise, people keep on doing it, and then it'll just slow down all meetings. So there is a new partner satisfaction survey. So if somebody wants to give feedback, they go right to the website, they enter feedback, and this feedback is then sent live back up to the Tableau dashboard. So yeah, that will make the feedback process far easier and far more effective.
Okay, let's go back to the paper. Next business, it's from market building.
Revenue.
Revenue, sorry. Okay, Diba, any update on this one?
Thought it was in the SLA to move revenue will move the card from the listed properties, but I think Masker's already
Already,
commented.
yes. It's already on PRM.
Okay.
Then we can delete it.
Well, I don't understand the issue. So listed properties were not moved off of the
Market building fall now.
because whose job is it to move it off?
Revenue.
Revenue. Okay. How does the handover from market billing to revenue happen?
Pricing?
Oh, okay. So it happened before. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay, to the next business, hospitality from new business, reservation for business. Okay, our support, Alvin.
Yes, this is template actually for on-site affiliation, especially online guest support. They made it specifically for for I support candidate or trial or intern anything. I already discussed it with Ara. She also made the change a little bit, but this is still a template. Of course, I want to hear from HR too, especially because it's also connected with the other chapter and anything else, like hospitality and also revenue management and anything else. So 6-day trial, I made it basically based on the other on-site evaluation, but I work closely with the air support. There's also visit the hosting area. one of it, and also make a master of revenue management too, and also handle reservation. So that's basically what our support need to do or need to have knowledge about it.
Nice.
Okay, thank you for the update, Alvin. Any discussion?
Actually, it's more about sub discussion.
Yeah, I think we should have that. When should we do that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you have a guild yet? Do you have a guild yet?
Not yet.
Okay. There was a proposal for a guild, right?
Yeah.
Already the winning.
No, you don't need to go to every guild discussion every week. That's the whole idea, right? But and you don't even need to have a guild every week. You can have it every month. You can have it every 2 weeks. You can have it every quarter. But the idea is that you should get together with people in your chapter to discuss this. Let's do it right after the all hands. Yeah, I think that'd be a good time today to go with that. So, 2 o'clock.
Sure.
All right. Cool.
Okay, next one. Should we move into the old business?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Okay, thank you, Kiba. Market building the longhouse. Anybody know about this?
Yeah, I got some ideas on that one.
Okay.
So this is a ongoing discussion with Linda about her. This is not an exclusive deal. It's for hold on. Where's her term? What is this one? Oh, okay, right. So, this is the form of the deal that could happen for Longhouse. So Longhouse will essentially make us exclusive for narrow booking window bookings. Okay, if that makes any sense. So we have exclusive on all short-term bookings happening between 0 and some finite day in the future. Let's say 60 days. These are for short-term rentals. For longer-term rentals, we don't have any exclusive. So the way to set that on the listing is just to create a booking window of 60 days. So we're only open 60 days into the future, nothing further than that. Because the owner still wants the availability to sell the entire villa instead of per room. But I don't think, yes to dynamic pricing. Okay, all right, that's good. That should make things a lot better then. Okay, I'll defer to Nun Lee for her update on this one.
Okay, I think we could move it to old business later, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all for today's OKR. Let's see who's the next chair and secretary.
If I may share,
Okay.
can you please remove my name from the paper and replace it with your script
Okay.
before we forget?
Is it from the OKR or from the table?
No, from the table.
All hands table, yeah.
From the finance.
If there is a role that I have to carry this. Next time, maybe no chair or okay, it's okay then.
Still waiting for basically the next meeting. The next meeting will be Dominic. Dominic's not here. Leon is not here.
Engi is not on this. Okay, so we go back up to the old rotation again. Go back up to Jing then.
Okay. So the next chair will be Jing, and the next secretary will be Tiba for today. Rafiq, I don't think Rafiq can do it. Okay. Only. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. I motion to adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second? Okay, it's already second by.
Oh, I motion just to have a quick feedback cycle for Ivan. On Ivan's chair, does anybody have any feedback for Ivan for how he can, or his performance today and what he can maybe do? Yeah. Okay. Any feedback for Ivan? Okay. I'll contribute. Ivan, you gotta create more energy. You gotta move through it quicker, move through it more, and you have to be you have to carry, I think, a tone of decisiveness, right? Make it clear we're arriving into a decision. Make it clear that we've left a decision very decisive.
Wait.
I think also being faster keeps the pace. Otherwise, it gets a little bit sort of sleepy and all. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other feedback for Ivan?
Gigi,
Gigi, since you thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, like it's well said by Eugene. there's no energy.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So maybe there's something going on that we can help, but
Wait.
Ivan needs massage. Ivan needs to stop
Yes.
passing out at late hours at the frat house.
whole body massage.
Are you doing it? Oh my god, we're both
Okay,
doing
double, yeah.
it. Okay, I will start the recording.
Oh yeah, right. Stop it recording first.
Okay. Any other feedback for Ivan?